วัสดีค่ะ Welcome to be my guest and you're with me สดชื่นลิมเกรียงไกร In today's episode we will be talking about dwarf trees. What exactly is dwarf trees and what do they do? Let's find out with our special guest today. In today's episode, we are joined by Dr. Sirot Thongchua, Lecturer of Agricultural Science and Entrepreneurship, Faculty of Agriculture and Life Science at Jangasem Rajabhat University. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So we're actually talking about a very interesting research or project of yours.
Thank you.
So can you just give us a little bit of the background and tell us a little bit about the project, please?
Yes, actually my project is about the Thai traditional dwarf tree or banana tree, or Thai people call Mai Dat Thai. So you can you know the bonsai. Everyone know bonsai.
Yes.
Is something like Japanese dwarf tree also.
I see.
And you know, in Thailand and China, we have the same similar, but it's similar trees like this. Also, yes, for China we call pinching, and you see, you can see the pinching on the potter, Chinese potter painted on the potter, and also you can see bonsai around the world, and you can see it in the market or internet. But we cannot imagine where can Thai people see the Thai traditional dwarf tree like bonsai.
I see.
However, you can see in Thailand we have a lot of dwarf tree around Thailand. Especially in Bangkok.
Oh really?
Yes,
in Bangkok?
yes. In Bangkok, you can imagine when you walk into the Grand Palace and Wat Phra Kaew, you can see a lot of plenty of trees, the dwarf trees. There's most of them are the original dwarf tree of Thailand.
I see.
Since they are made since maybe some of them are 200 years and more than 100 years ago.
So you can say that Thailand actually have the history of dwarf trees before already. It's not something new for us.
Yes, it's very old, like China and Japan.
I see, but it seems like it's not very big in Thailand as yet. People might not be familiar with Thai dwarf trees. They would be like, okay, I know bonsai, but they're not sure about Thai dwarf trees.
Yes, because no one knows in the present. No one knows what is the forms, what is the original form of dwarf tree of Thai dwarf tree.
Yeah, definitely. So what's the purpose of this research and project of yours?
Yes, actually we have I have three main objectives. The first is to find the forms of original Thai dwarf tree that and we found that there are 9 forms.
9 forms.
Yes, and then after that, when I know the forms, we will try to find the indicator to identify which one is which form, something like that. And then the final, the last purpose, we want to make the Thai draft tea by matter of cocoa or แขฝรั่ง
I see.
Yes, for souvenir of Jangasem Rajabhat University.
I see. So why does it have to be the mother of cocoa?
Actually, you know, the matter of cocoa or แขฝรั่ง is the symbol tree of Jangasem Rajabhat University. In Rajabhat Jangasem University is the first educational secondary teacher in Thailand, and in that time in this area is very hot, and the teacher in that time was looking for some plants for the shade or some big tree, something like that. Matter of cocoa or แขฝรั่ง is growing very fast and easy to grow in every soil, so they choose this kind of plant to grow up.
I see.
And you know, the matter of cocoa is the common name of แขฝรั่ง. Actually, this plant is like a matter of cocoa for South America.
I see.
growings, and
I see.
it's same like a teacher for this university.
I see.
The teacher is like a mother for student,
Yes.
and when they growing up, be like a like be a mother, take care of
Yeah,
them,
like
something like that.
nurture them.
Yes, something like that.
I see. So that makes sense because it's also a mother of something, and
Yes.
then the university is in a way a mother of the students
Right.
as well. So that's great. So when you talk about Thai dwarf trees,
Right.
and you mentioned earlier that there are 9 types.
Right.
So where do you find these 9 types? Was it hard to find?
Yes, actually, it's very hard because normally no one's know anyone don't know where can we find it.
Yeah, it seems like it's
Yes.
very rare and uncommon.
Yes, because you see many dwarf tree around Thailand, but it's not original forms of Thai traditional. Actually, I went to my hometown is Samut Songkhram province,
Okay.
and then in that time I went to the Wat Ampawan Jetikaram, and I found and I saw some painted on the window and the doors. It's very different because it's something like a trees. These all trees and 9 type of trees.
I see.
So after that, I came back and talk about this story to the research service here, and after they approved the project, and then I can do this project
I see.
to find and promote the Maida Thai
I
to
see.
be alive again.
I see. So basically, it's a coincidence that you actually
Right.
saw the painting,
Right.
and then it just came to you.
Right.
Seems like it's destined in a way that it's for you to find out and to do this project.
Yes, and it's very difficult because actually I don't know about the history before,
Yeah.
because I graduated about agriculture, not any history. So I need to find who is the creator and who is the first one create this.
So how long did it take to find all of that information before you can actually start to do anything?
Actually, it's nearly 1 year for five.
Yeah, and it's all in Thailand?
Yes, it's all in Thailand.
In different provinces?
Yeah.
Which provinces did you
Yes,
have to
normally I work in Bangkok because in that time the dwarf tree is made for the royal family.
I
It's not
see.
normal people. But after the King Rama II period, the dwarf tree is spread out
I
to the people.
Like the
another
common
group.
people.
Yes, and then in that time it's not easy to information easy
Yeah,
to
of
go
course.
another province. So the dwarf tree is around Bangkok and also especially in the palace and the temple of
I see.
the king, something like that.
So it's still like in the royal area and
Yes,
stuff like that.
and also in Samut Songkhram province because that was the birthplace of the King Rama II.
I see.
So
where it started.
Yes,
basically.
something like
I
that.
see. So it seems destined for you to do it anyway, this project. It
Yes.
seems like it's calling for you.
Right.
So now we take a quick break here, and then when we come back, maybe we'll talk about the process of it.
Okay.
Welcome back to the program. So now we have entered our second break. We already talked about the history
Right.
of the dwarf trees and the
Right.
Thai dwarf trees, basically.
Right.
So in the second break, can you tell us a little bit about the process of how you actually, create a dwarf tree?
Right. Before I create the dwarf tree on the Thai traditional, I need to find the forms that I mentioned before that
Yeah.
there are 9 forms,
Yes.
which are ไม้ขบวนไม้ฉากไม้หกเหียนไม้เขนไม้ปากค่อมไม้กำมะลอไม้ตลก and also ไม้ญี่ปุ่น and ไม้เอ็นจาย so various forms have there are many indicators that to identify which one is that in each forms.
I see.
So after I found the forms, I need to slow identify the indicator. It's something like the angle of the branch, something like that. Because my chart, for example, in my chart, charts mean a right angle or 90 degrees,
I see.
something like that. So I need to bend the tree, bend Khe Frang to be sharp and to be something like 90 degrees branch. So it's will take a long time and very difficult.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yes, and also my cane is I want to show this because cane is name of the portion of corn. You know, corn is a very famous, traditional Thai performance, something like that. And cane is one of the portion of corn. Is like one head, one arm, and one leg on the different direction. So my cane in the dwarf tree, like there are 3 branches, only 3 branches.
Normally, it's only 3 branches.
Yes, it must be three branches,
What if it's
no more.
You have to cut it out.
Yes, cut it out and try to grow it up only 3 branches, something like that.
I see, I see. So it has to only be these 9 trees, or it could be other type of species of trees as well that could be made into a Thai dwarf tree.
Yes, normally we use tako or koi. You know, that is very famous for the dwarf tree. But we select the Khe Frang because, as I mentioned, is the symbol of the university.
I see.
The problem for Khe Frang is very difficult because it's too much fast growing.
Grows quick.
Yes, it goes quickly. So if we don't take care very closely, the Khe Frang will grow more that we want, something like that. And also the problem on the insect, because you know this kind of plant is very easy to destroyed by the insects. So I make by organic farming, so we don't use chemical
pesticides or anything.
Yeah, so it's a very big problem, and it's more problem is like the weather in Thailand. It's very hot, and also if my student didn't come to watering, many of them will die because
they forgot to water them. I see. So you have to take very special care of them.
Yes.
So is it popular like this to use the Khe Frang to make this type of tree?
Actually not. I think this is the first time for Khe Frang in dwarf tree. Normally in Southern America, they use Khe Frang for like mother of cocoa to growing to be the mother of cocoa, like they can fix the nitrogen in the soil and make cocoa grow up easier and make nutrients, something like that.
So they have benefits.
Yes.
I see. And what about the benefits here? Is it the same species used in South Africa? Or in
yes,
Africa?
it's the same species, but nowadays we cannot identify the Khe Frang and the other species, but because we know only Khe Frang in Thai, but actually Khe Frang or something like CPM, this one is CPM, we have another species, but we don't have Thai name now, something like that.
I see, I see. So since you've been doing this already for quite some time, is it a plan to, sell it to other people who are interested in dwarf trees as well?
Right, actually, in the objective of the project is not for sale, but actually we want to do it for like a souvenir of the university.
Like when a guest comes.
Yeah, something like that. But the problem, as I told her, is too quick, it's too fast for growing. So it's really difficult for us to take care of them.
Yeah.
However, we plan to do the plant like a souvenir, not the real plant, but we will make it like a I'm not sure how to say.
Is it a real, like a fake plant?
Yes, it's fake plant.
I see.
It's from soil or something like that.
I see, I see.
It's too easy to take care and take anywhere, something like that.
So when you say that it's quick to grow,
Yes.
how quick is it?
How can I say? You can see that plant is behind you. Is maybe take 3 or 5 years growing, but this plant is Kafarang is very go fast. Maybe only 1 year they can grow up like this.
I see. So it's very quick.
Yes,
And
very
what is the original size? How big can they go?
They can go more than 20 meters
I see.
in
so,
a while.
So it takes a lot of effort to maintain the size.
Yes.
I see. So apart from this type of plant that we
Right.
talked about, is there any other plans of trying to, make a Thai dwarf tree out of other species as
Right.
well?
As I saw, I saw some cherry and also many kind of fruits like a mango also. But it's also very difficult.
But mango trees, they grow like insanely
Yes.
big.
And it's very difficult for treat them to make the fruit.
Exactly.
Yes, because the dwarf tree it grow up in the pot and limitation of the container, something like that, and they need a lot of nutrients. So if you grow up with organic material, I think they have not enough for nutrients for growing and fruiting, something like that. So they need more chemicals, fertilizer for make them
To grow properly,
up.
basically.
Yeah, something like that.
But how can you make such a big tree into a pot? Because it seems I've never seen a small mango tree before. Ever.
Right.
So but it's possible.
Yes,
right?
yes. Normally, if we have the big tree, like a big mango tree, we need to hard pruning about maybe cut out of maybe half of the tree and also cut the roots also and put in the pot or container and make them very, very special take care because when something like when you have cuts some parts of the body, so it's very hard. It hurts them. Yeah.
Sounds. I feel sorry for them now, like listening to.
But after 1 or 3 months, they will refresh again.
I see.
Yes, because they can adjust themselves in the containers.
I see. Well, now we take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll talk more.
Right.
Welcome back to the program. So now we've entered our last break here.
Right.
So let's talk more about the general Thai dwarf trees, not
Right.
just the Khair Pharang.
Right.
So there is 9 species you mentioned earlier. So what is it the benefits of, that it would give to the people who are interested in Thai dwarf trees?
Right. So you know that like a bonsai is very, very famous
Yes.
and very high value.
Yes.
So I think if farmers or people interested in the Thai dwarf tree and make it valuable, so I think it can be competitive with this bonsai also.
I see.
Because actually we have the history about the forms and also it's very they have also very long history, same like a bonsai also. And the form is not, it's special for Thai people, like as I mentioned, my case, something like that, because everyone know corn,
Yeah,
what
of
is
course,
corn,
of
yes.
course.
And if the farmers grow up and make their plants to be the Thai dwarf tree, I think they can make more money or make more value because there are some history about talking
sure.
that tree.
Sure. So is it already common? Is it easy to find these dwarf trees? If someone's interested, want to own one, where can they find it?
Actually, I think no one's make it for sale because it's very hard. But if anyone want to see some dwarf tree in Thailand, you can see at the Grand Palace in Bangkok and also Wat Phra Kaew in Bangkok. Also in Wat Klong Tei Nai and Wat Phra Chetupon. If you go to Amphawa Floating Market, you can walk a bit to see at the King Rama II Memorial Park and also Wat Amphawan Jetikaram.
I see.
And if you want to know about the indicator and if you want to know how to make a Thai dwarf tree like original one. So you can come to visit us in the university because we also have to present our research and our products to the people. And if people or farmers can earn about and get about this knowledge or something like that, and they can get money more,
of course,
or business make their business,
I see.
The valuable will be happen it, and it's like a chain for the university and people and something like business.
It's like many folds. It's like the same time it becomes more well known.
Right.
It represents the country, but
Right.
it also helps the farmers
Right.
and helps the university
Yes.
and your research in
Right.
a way.
Yes.
So it's many folds, which is very interesting indeed. But I think that people might find it hard at
Right.
first because I think you need so much care
Right.
in order to make it, the right form
Right.
or the right position or whatever it has to be.
Right, but actually I have some indicator that I print out and can
Just follow the
yes
steps.
follow the step,
I
this
see.
step, and you will find the original one,
I
like in same forms as in the Grand Palace.
I see. So we already talked about how it's represents corn as well,
Right.
and that it has history in the Thai history.
Right.
So is there any other links to the culture and the arts of Thailand?
Yes, actually, as I mentioned, corn many times because corn is represent the Thai traditional arts.
Yes.
And these trees also not only for represent the traditional about tree, but they can represent the original, traditional, and culture of arts about corn postures, and also Thai traditional also.
So when you say postures, so there is more than one posture that the plant can represent?
Yes, but only corn and cane is we have only
That's
one, yes.
together.
But another one is something like Mai Khabuan is the name Khabuan is like
Parade.
yes, parade, something
Yeah.
like that. So there are many types of Mai Khabuan. For example, the Nai Khabuan. The Nai Khabuan is for the royal family. The 7th Khabuan is for the lower
I see.
level, something like that, and the normal people in that time, we can grow only 3 or 5 Khabuan. These are histories about how we can
It
separate.
links to Thai history.
Yes, it's
basically.
Thai
I
history.
see. So when you say 3 Khabuan, 5 Khabuan, does
Right.
that mean that the branches it represent? Or,
Yes,
or
something.
what?
Yes, because Mai Khabuan they have 3 level of the branch, but in each level for 5 Khabuan, the first level it should be 2 branch, and the second 2 branch, and the top 1 branch, something like
see,
that.
I see.
And how can I say, the way to round, something like that. Normally we believe in we have to round on right hand side or the east way, and Mai Khabuan also do the same. So
see.
if we grow up the Mai Khabuan, so we need to grow up in the right hand side,
I see.
and branch also have to start with right hand side.
I see. So it has small details that you need to follow in order to make the right form.
Yes, but there are history.
Yeah, it's very rich in history.
Right.
So lastly, let me ask you, what leads you to this passion? Like, I know that you found the drawing already
Right.
at the temple, but what is it in your interest that you decide to pursue, this research?
Right. Actually, we know nowadays Thai people sometimes focus on international, traditional like Korean, Japanese, something like that.
yes.
But so we forget ourselves about the traditional. So this is the one kind of tradition and culture that we can touch. It's touchable, and we can put it in everywhere to decorate, and also landscape design, something like that. We can use this culture and present this culture for international people
Yes, of course.
to know
I
like
see.
bonsai.
Exactly, and also maybe help them to earn more income in different ways as well.
Right.
Definitely. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us today. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
Dwarf trees utilize limited space and are grown for ornamental purposes. In Thailand, it is not very common as people are still not familiar with this term or idea, but it actually holds cultural and art interests of Thailand as well. And hopefully with this project, it can attract more interest and create more awareness with the general public. And that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. See you again next time. สวัสดีค่ะ